Hi everyone, so today we're going to be using our foam rollers, going through different muscles and obviously doing our foam roller on each of them as part of a little mobility series that we've been doing. So, your foam roller's ready. Doesn't matter what type of one it is, either if you have one like mine, has a slight crack in plastic, it will be making strange squeaking noises every so often, okay? What we're going to be doing is, we're going to be doing a minute on each of the different areas. Okay, just constantly smoothly rolling up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, so the first one we're going to be doing is on our calf. Now we're going to be doing underneath our calf, one side and the other side, all in the same minute. Okay, so what we do this is we put the just above our ankle on the foam roller, hands on the floor, and you lift your bum off the ground. You try and put most of your weight onto your leg so it gets a nice swash as it rolls forwards and backwards, okay? We'll be going up and down, and then normally once you've gone up and down 5 times, you then rotate your leg, so from turning it in the upright position, turning it side on, and we're rolling it up and down again for 5, and then go to the other side, roll it up and down for 5, then back to the middle, and just keep doing little sets of 5 constantly for the minute, okay? If you find that too easy, take your other foot, put it on top, lift up, that'll put even more weight onto your leg that's doing the foam rolling, okay? Otherwise, this foot just is heel touching the floor and it's just there for balance. You're not trying to put any weight on the foot that's not on the foam roller, okay? So, start with one calf, then we're immediately going to do our other calf for a minute of each, okay? So, starts down by the ankle, goes from top of the joint to bottom of the joint, okay? So, lifting up, off we go. Just lifting up, rolling down, and then rolling all the way back up again, okay? So roll all the way down, all the way back up. Once you've done 5, you just turn your foot sideways, roll it down and up, down and up. And once you've done 5, you just rotate other side, all the way down, all the way up. You may find little knots, little niggles in your muscles as you're rolling these. Normally it feels something like about the size of your thumbnail. And it's quite painful. Just going to roll straight over. Again, once you've done your 5, just going right back to down the middle. If you want, you can do say 3 rolls once you've done 5 and 5, but the other time. And we're moving on to our other leg, okay? So swap sides. If you feel that one's quite tight, always pause the video, do another minute on if you like, there's no detrimental effect to that, okay? Otherwise, we're moving over to our next leg, ready, and lift it up. So lift, let's roll it down, roll it back up. So breathe in, and out. Nice, relaxed breath. Again, once you've done 5, you turn your foot sideways, and you do 5 on the side. Once you've done 5 on one side, rotate 5 on the other side. And once you've done 5, you go back to the middle again. Again, if you need to work on one particular spot a little bit more, you can do. That's our minute. And if you want to pause it and go over it again, you can do. Otherwise, we're moving on to our hamstring right down the back of our thigh here. So, this time, placing it just above the knee joint. Same principle, lift it up, roll it all the way down, bottom of the glutes, all the way back up again. Just rolling down and up, okay? Again, with this one, you're going to do 45-degree twists either side because we are going to do our hip bands separately, okay? So, off we go. Lifting up, same idea, rolling forwards and back. Forwards and back. Once you've done your 5, you finish the movement, you just turn slight angle, roll up and down. Once you've done 5, Twisting the other way, 45-degree angle, rolling up and down. And then back to the middle again. Normally this one doesn't tend to feel as painful. There tends to be a lot of meat between the bone and the foam roller because your hamstring is a big muscle, so it doesn't feel as bad. The silent ones tend to feel a little bit. Ready? We're staying on the same leg for this one now. We're going to turn totally side on as if we were doing a side plank. Now, we're going to be rolling right down the side of our leg here, our IP band or IT band. You can either put your foot behind, give yourself a little bit of leverage as we're rolling again, up and down. This leg stays off the ground, totally on the ground. Or, if you want to, you can put the foot on top of the other and make sure, again, neither of them touch the ground, going all the way up, all the way down. I would advise not putting it in front of you. I find it very hard to balance. You can try if you want, but you can always put the foot behind. It's a little bit too difficult. This one tends to be one of the more painful ones, okay? Ready? We're just going up and down constantly for 1 minute, okay? Off we go. So just roll it all the way up, all the way down. Try and keep the muscle relaxed. The most common thing is that you tend to tense up the muscle that's being foam rolled because it's painful and that's a natural reaction. What we're going to try and do is stay relaxed. So the muscle isn't simply fighting against the foam roller, it's just allowing it to roll up and down and find all those little tight spots. Whereas if you tense up, the entire muscle comes tight. You do tend to find that you don't tend to stay in one spot on me as well. You move around a little bit, up and down. Doesn't really make a difference. I'll constantly readjust because otherwise I'll go out of their frame. Almost there. And time, ready? Now we're going to turn over. I'm going to do our quads, okay? I'll face this way this one, so this leg's still close to the camera. Still on the same leg. It's almost like your regular plank position now. So your quad, the leg we've just been rolling, goes on to the front of the thigh. I know what it is. Foot comes off the ground. Just again, rolling forwards and backwards. You can go on your forearms, you can rock backwards and forwards, or you can rock backwards and forwards on your hands. Doesn't make much of a difference. Personally, I think forearms is a little bit easier and keeps you a little bit flatter, okay? It's entirely up to you. But again, we're doing 5 forwards and backwards. Then we're going to try and twist slightly. So it goes straight down the middle for 5, then slightly on 45, slightly on 45 for 5. And we're going to constantly change between those, okay? So, just above the knee, rolling forwards and backwards. Off we go. So it just rolls all the way down, all the way back up. All the way down, all the way back up. Again, just keeping the toe of the other foot on the floor for balance. You're trying to get most of your weight onto the foam roller. It's not creeping as much as I thought it was going to be actually. Change, going to 45 degrees once you've done your 5. Just rolling it up and down, up and down. And again, once you've done your 5, just rotate, roll it up and down on the other 45-degree part of your leg. Almost there. And time. Sit back up. We're going to do our other hamstring now. Since we've already done the other calf. Other hamstring goes in the foam roller. Just above the knee. Ready? Roll it all the way to the bottom glute and back down again. So off we go. Foot off the ground, just breathe in. And out. Gently rolling it forwards and backwards. Once you're doing your 5, just twist slightly side on, 45-degree angle on the inside. And once you've done those 5, twist into the other side, 45 degrees for the other side. once you're doing 5 and 5, just back to the middle, not long left now. If you find one point that's particularly tight, just give it a little extra roll. Oh, right. Going side on, so we're doing the hip band on our other leg. So again, starts at the top of the hip, goes all the way, sorry, bottom hip, goes all the way to the top of the knee. Ready? Off we go. All the way up, all the way down, all the way up, and down. Halfway there. Just rotate it around forwards and backwards a little bit. See if there's any tightness there. Try and relax the muscle. It does tend to seem painful the first time you do these. It gradually gets less and less painful as you go on. And time, ready? We're rolling up. We're going to do our quads now, okay? So front legs, remember, 5 down the front, 5 45 degrees, 5 45 degrees. Keep rolling, okay? Ready? Off we go. All the way up, all the way down. Once you've done 5, takes 45 degrees, roll. Now once you've done 5, rotate the other side. Once you've done 5 again, just rotating it wherever you find the tightness. Okay, now we're going to move on to our back since we've done all our legs. So, the first part of the back, you're going to put it basically just below the rib cage, but not right in the very lower part of the back, just below the rib cage, lying it down, hands on the opposite shoulders, feet are flat on the floor and knees bent. And what we're doing is lifting the ball off the ground and then rolling it towards the top of the shoulders and then rolling it all the way back down to the starting point again. Okay, so that's what we're doing on this one, just straight up and down on our back. There is 2 other points on this, which we're going to do afterwards, okay? So the first one, on the rib cage, ready? Lifting up and just rolling all the way down and rolling back again. Straight the hands on the shoulders, nice and relaxed. This is when it really starts to squeak because it's got the weight there. That's why this way you really start to move around quite a lot as well. It's a big movement. Again, try and stay relaxed. As you roll up and down, if you tense up, it'll still work, but it doesn't work as well. Almost there now. Again, if you find a tight spot, you can always pause it and just work on that tight spot a little bit. And okay, so this one, slightly difficult. I'll try and do it essentially show you standing up first. So, what I'm going to do. We're going to try and put the foam roller, it's been going straight up and down our back, we're trying to get it to roll at an angle across here, basically where our lats are. Now, what we're going to end up doing is putting it on the floor at a slight angle, so the top part wants to be angled towards your head, okay? So basically if this was the floor, it's angled there, top of this head, and we're going to try and roll with the arm out straight as being rolled, and a diagonal angle, and then back up again, okay? And ideally, it's going to try and roll right across your lats. It's a bit of an awkward one, this one to do it first, okay? So I'm going to do it one side, then the other, okay? So it angles up towards the head. Try and find the bottom of your lat, okay? Arm out, and you're just going to roll. Now, it's a bit awkward if you're near a wall as well, because you're not going straight forward or back or up and down, you're going at a slightly downwards angle, okay? So from there, arm out, and then just rolling down and back up, down and back up. Very difficult to get a camera angle right on this as well. He's trying to film it for a group one. Again, if you find any tight spots, just work on those a little bit. Almost there. And time, ready? We're going to swap over and we'll go for the other side. So switch it around, the angles on the other side. Move away from the wall if you need to. And back on and roll. Remember, the side's being rolled, you want to extend that arm. Just allow it to relax. Good, keep going. Almost there now. And tie. And relax. Right, that's just a little one we can do with our foam rollers. Okay, a little extra one, which you won't do, but you can do. If you feel a bit of pressure in the back, a bit of tightness in the back, you can always get the foam roller, put it quite low, so it's essentially just right above the bum. Put it against the wall, feet your shoulder apart, and then step forward, and just try and keep your arms out in front, and just breathe in, and roll the foam roller all the way down as low as you can, pushing your back against the roller, and then driving back up again, and it should help to release a little bit of tension on your back as well. That's a little one you can do. Again, if you're having a problem with squats and things like that, you can put the foam roller against the wall and do it that way. It's quite a good little beneficial one, okay? So, hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I hope the foam roller wasn't too painful there. Bye-bye.